Hi. Hey. What's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out.
Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
Tune in every Thursday from 5 to 5:55 p.m. on Hot 702.5 FM for MVP Speaks Radio. Thanks for tuning in to Hot 702.5 FM. We are the hottest. You're listening to MVP Speaks Radio. Hey, everybody. After some technical difficulties, I think I'm going to just take these headphones off because I don't really think anything. What's up, you guys? It's your girl, MVP Speaks, live on the hottest station of the planet, Hot 702.5 FM. Welcome. I'm excited to be here live from my bedroom. This is a little crooked. It's driving me nuts. I don't know what to do, but we're not going to let that stop the show. You guys just got to lean with it. Just lean with it. So, you know how we like to start the show with the Be Inspired, inspirational messages, right? But before I get to that, I want to give a shout out to my partners in rhyme, starting with Down to Earth Plant-Based Cuisine and Eatery located in Town Square. If you're interested in plant-based foods or, want to be interested in them, or do you just like good food, go holler at Terrell Parker and his brother. They got a fabulous team down there cooking up some great plant-based cuisine. Okay, it's delicious. I've been there several times, and each time I'm not disappointed. And you won't care, it's plant-based. It's going to taste good, and it'll be good for you. Also, give a shout out to the Africa Love Store. Africa Love Stores has a new location on South Decatur Avenue. You can go on Instagram and look up Africa Love Store. Africa Love Store. Also give a shout out to Psychedelic Chola. If you need any curated art, paintings, or whatnot, she is the one to go to. Okay? Psychedelic Chola, just how it sounds. You can find her on Instagram as well. Also, let's give a shout out to Nikki Michelle Jewelry. If you're not familiar with Nikki Michelle, she is a hand-making jewelry extraordinaire. Jeweler. She makes all her jewelry, spiritual jewelry, all kind of jewelry. Nikki Michelle, you can look her up on NikkiMichelle.com. All right. So those are our shout outs. Oh, and also Ivory Powers. You can find Ivory Powers under Ivory Power Zone on Instagram for your fitness needs, your yoga needs, for your real estate needs. And also, while we're on the subject, we might as well just go ahead and do the pull-ups. Don't pull out. What events can you pull up to this coming up week that are going to bless you in many ways? The first one, Friday night at Stuff My Turkey. Is it Stuff My Turkey or Stuff Your Turkey? Stuff My Turkey. There's a Stuff Your Mouth poetry competition finals. Now, these are the finals. There's 10 poets who won poetry competitions over the last couple weeks. And now we're all going up against each other. Myself, I'm one of them. I don't know everybody. Black Love, Dimitri Manabat, DK Gray, Cash. There's so many great poets that are competing. It's going to be a really, really good time. Make sure you pull up. Don't pull out because, these are the hot top hitters going head to head. This Friday, 8:30 p.m., Stuff My Turkey. You can follow myself or MVP Speaks. You can follow myself or the Falcon on Instagram for more details on that. This Saturday and every first Saturday is Tacos and Hoes with Ivory Powers. Tacos and Hoes, located at 1555 5 East Flamingo at the Healing Arts Boutique. If you like tacos and you like hoes, you definitely want to pull up to this event. Guess what? The pre-game show is literally a game called Bing Ho, like bingo, but Bing Ho, because it's tacos and hoes. Do you get it? Anyways, I am your Bing Ho host. There's going to be raffle prizes, and it's going to be a fun time starting at 6 o'clock. Make sure you guys pull up, don't pull out. Get your tickets on Eventbrite under Tacos and Hoes. Ivory always has a great curated show. There's going to be comedy, music, poetry. It is going to go down. It's going to tickle your funny bone. It's going to be amazing. I promise you, I don't say that about stuff just to be saying it. It really is going to be amazing. So that's coming up Saturday. Now, Tuesday, and every Tuesday, we will have the Northside Poetry at the Kev Loves Music Hall, 3050 West Cheyenne. That's 7:30 p.m. It's an open mic for poetry, but you can bring your other gifts and your other talents if you want to. You can come sing. You can do comedy. We had all three last week. Somebody did singing. Two people sang. Somebody did comedy. So whatever your gift is, you can pull up 7:30 p.m. Come on through. It's really, really a great time. Oh, and I'm your host. I'm your host on this Tuesday. So we got a whole hosting team. Every Tuesday, it's a different host. It might be myself, the Falcon, Sadie the Poetry Princess, and now DK motherfucking Gray. We added him to the lineup. And we all bring our own little flavor to the hosting. So it's all just pull up. It's gonna be a good time. Promise you, promise you, promise you. Okay, that's all the events I have. If you want to follow me at MVP Speaks on Instagram, you can see I'll post all these events on there so you can know where they're at. Oh yeah, I forgot. Second Saturdays is coming up, not this Saturday, but the 10th at the Multicultural Bookstore. If you've never been to the Multicultural Bookstore, I encourage you to go. It is definitely a whole little intimate vibe, all different types of books for all ages, and it's a good time. Our event is from 4 to 7 p.m. We have a lineup of amazing poets. Follow the Falcon, follow Poetic Gems on Instagram, Poetic Gems LV. You'll see the flyer up there. It'll be on Eventbrite. You can see that too. I feel like the Leaning Tower of Pisa right now. It's okay. It's okay. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's where we're at the Multicultural Bookstore on the second Saturday. It's going to be a good time. I feel like I might have missed some things, but let's pull our Be Inspired inspirational messages. And I want to remind you guys that I'm raffling off this bowl full of 300 Be Inspired inspirational messages. This is a beautiful sunflower bowl. It's ceramic, it's smooth, it's cute. It's going to be easily displayed on your table or, your foyer or your desk or anything like that. So if you want to get a raffle ticket, there are 3 entries for $5. I have some raffle tickets in here. Here's some people that have entered: Haru, Rashonda, Poetic Goddess, Fantasia, Rachel. So there's a lot of names in here, but you can still get your entries. So if you want to get your entries, you can cash at me $5. If you're feeling generous, it can be $5.55 because I got to think with numbers. MVP Speaks 999. MVP Speaks 999. I'm going to give this away at the end of I'm going to give this away at the end of August. I really am trying to have some more people get in on the raffle prize. Now, if you hear some noise in the background, I do apologize. I forgot they're having a whole birthday party at my house today. I picked the wrong day to work from home, but that's all right. Hopefully my voice will override the noise, and it won't be too bad for you guys on the other end. So beautiful bowl, beautiful messages, perfect for all occasions. Let's see what kind of messages we're pulling out today. Oh, I got a whole handful. Today I will be present because I am a gift. Today I will be present because I am a gift. I received that today. My vibration is super fly. I received that today too. My vibration is super fly. Snicker at life. That's right, y'all. Snicker at life. And I don't want to say being put to the test because I don't necessarily know that the universe is testing us like you got to pass or fail. I believe we're always experiencing our own energy. Um, and so there have been instances where I could have snickered at life, but I chose to be mad or sad at it. So I received this message personally for myself. Like it's something we have to practice and we have to constantly remind ourselves about snickering at life. Don't let the situations that come at you that are adverse, don't let them um, bring you down, come out of your character, come out of your knowing of who you are and your true personal power. So when life comes at you, yo, you just gotta snicker at it. And if you fail, quote unquote, because you react instead of responding, it's okay. Give yourself grace, show yourself love, and remind yourself, you know what? I am doing my best along my journey, and it is good enough because we're ever evolving and we're always getting better and wiser. So that's what's up. Loving myself feels good. Loving myself feels good. That how you know how you loving yourself because it feels good. Loving yourself feels good. Oh, let's pull some more. Let's pull some more. Let's see. Let's see, you guys. Forgiveness is for my heart and peace of mind. I was just thinking about that earlier today, how I have to forgive. I have to forgive myself because what I can do is I can respond emotionally to a situation and then I'll feel bad about it. I feel so crooked. It's so annoying to me. And then I'll feel bad about it. I feel bad that I responded that way or reacted that way. So I have to forgive myself and not be mad at myself or hold on to those feelings like, I wish I would have, leveled up and didn't let it get to me. But it's not what happened. So what you gonna do about it? You gonna harp on yourself or you gonna just forgive yourself and move forward because it's already a new moment. And speaking of new moments, something that I like to do that helps me when I find myself going down the negative path or the unwanted path or just finding myself deep within my emotions is I remember that every moment is new. And so sometimes in order for me to get myself from the bottom back up to the top, it's like I take a step and I say this is a new moment. And I'll take another step and I'll say this is a new moment. And I'll take another step and I'll say this is a new moment. This is a new moment. This is a new moment. And so I'm bringing myself into the newness of the moments and not holding myself back. So it's something that you can try. It's a tip you can try. If you find yourself, feeling low or just in a feeling that you don't really want to be in, you can do that. You can just take a step. It's a new moment. It's a new moment. See yourself like in the newness of the moment instead of back here where you don't want to be. Okay? Okay. Okay. So my joy is in my journey. OMG. So all day long in my room, I got these messages everywhere. Like literally, they're inside places I probably don't even want to know about. Like I just find them everywhere. This is the fifth message that I found today that's a joyous in my journey. I think the first one was in my car somewhere, then in my purse somewhere. Then I was cleaning up and I found the same message in 2 other different places. So this literally is the 5th message, and it's the for me, it is literally the message of what I feel like I really have to remember, the joy of the journey. The joy is in my journey. Your journey is supposed to be joyful, and you have to follow your joy, follow your bliss, follow everything that is joyful. And it's not necessarily about where you're going, it's your way to there. My vibration is super fly. Oh my gosh, that is twinsies. Twinsies. My vibration, period. My vibration is super fly. It wasn't like that. I was sad yesterday. My vibration is super fly. I was actually sad Tuesday. And I'm going to tell y'all why in a minute. Today I will be present because I am a gift. That's how we started it, and that's how we're ending it. That's twinsies. I love that. And it just further reminds me, and I hope it reminds you, that being present is the gift. You are a gift, and to be present with yourself and with wherever you're at in the moment is important. Like, we're being present is a gift. Like, really, I got the chills. Did you see that? Oh, being present is a gift. And I feel like it's confirmation. I know sometimes I feel like you don't need confirmation for what you know. So we call it alignment. That's how we begin it, and that's how we end our Be Inspired inspirational messages. I want to remind you guys that I sell these Be Inspired inspirational messages in a cute little yellow bag for only $11.11. Comes with 45 different messages to help you along your journey, to bring you peace and ease of mind. And it also helps you to stay present because you're focused on the messages. All right. Here is the bowl. I'm going to show it to you one more time. This is the raffle item. It is a yellow sunflower bowl. You know, my messages are called Be Inspired, BEE. It's something to do with bees and honey and sunflowers. You can see I got some sunflowers in the back over there. So yeah, you can win this bowl with 300 messages. Raffle entries are $5 for 3 entries. If you cash at me at MVP Speaks 999, put your name in the comments, and I will enter you. Enter you to win. I will be giving this away at the end of the month because I need to gather more entries. So I need you guys to buy your raffle tickets so you can win it. Everybody can't win because there's only one, but your chances are going to be pretty good. You never know who it will be. So that's that. So thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for being here and tuning in. I want to just appreciate you guys, because where would MVP Speaks Radio be without you? I'm coming up on 2 years in September. 2 years. So that's really exciting. I wanted to do something a little fun and different today, because I have been finding myself reacting to life's situations instead of responding with grace or responding in faith. I thought it would be good to take some time to go over these pretty amazing cards I have called Getting into the Vortex. Now, I don't know if you guys follow Abraham Hicks. Abraham Hicks is a spiritual intuitive leader, I guess you could say, person on the planet that has some wise insights. But the vortex, according to Abraham Hicks, is the place where everything is, all your stuff is. All the things you want to be, all the things you want to obtain, all the places you want to go. The vortex is the energetic equivalent to all of your desires. When you're in the vortex, you're feeling free, you're feeling flowing, you're feeling eager, you're feeling excited, you're feeling joyous, you're feeling happy, you're feeling giddy, you're feeling expectancy, you're feeling ready, you're feeling, anticipation, you're feeling all these feelings that are beneficial to your journey. And these cards are cards with good insight and wisdom that can help us all along our journey. And I know I'm not the only one who's been reacting to things and feeling a way about situations in life. So I wanted to take this time to not only remind myself of my divine truth and help me stay in alignment with myself, but excuse me, I wanted to do this for you guys too, because I feel like it's going to benefit anyone who's watching. And that's the whole point, is to provide a relief and to provide a benefit for ourselves. So we're just gonna take it, take it as it goes. Oh, I forgot to get my glasses, so hopefully I can read these. Let me know. I don't know if you guys can comment. I don't see any comment sections. I am not in the studio, as you can see. I am at my house. Oh, and here, I love it when they jump out. Let's see what this message says. My relationships will change when my vibration changes. Mm, mm, mm. You are living in the time when fewer people will attempt the impossible task of pushing the unwanted far enough away that they will be left with only that which is wanted. It is a time when more people will come to the realization that when they I'm sorry, you guys. That what they have been seeking is not a change in the behavior of others or in the world outside of them, over which they have no control, but instead an understanding of their own vibrational relationship with Source, over which they have complete control. My relationships will change when my vibration changes. Now, I have had this conversation recently with people close to me about situations and things. And this reminds me really quickly about my situation I had when I had to renew my insurance. And I had to pay my insurance, and we have my relationship in this instance is with my insurance company. So I went camping. Prior to going camping, I called my insurance company and I said to them, I need to change my debit, the direct deposit, or it's not a deposit because they're taking money out, but the debit account that you guys are taking your money from. They said, okay, you can either come into the office or you can send us a screenshot of your new information. Cool. That's what they said. That's all they said I had to do. So I emailed the screenshot. I called. I said, who do I email it to? They said, email it to this number. And then I went camping. Now, for some reason, at some point in my camping trip, I got cell service and all these notifications came through. And one of the notifications was that they tried to take the money out of my account that I told them not to because it was not in there. So I got a little anxious and a little nervous because, you're supposed to have insurance, especially because I financed my car. So they say you got to have it insured. So I went back after I went down the mountain on Monday. I went to the insurance company. I went to the place and I said, hey, you guys, we're supposed to change my direct deposit. You could get the money. Oh, now it's too late. Now we got to start you a whole new policy. I'm like, man, why do you got to start me a whole new policy? Like, that don't even make sense. I did what y'all told me to do. So they go to start the new policy. They got to look at my car. Now, my car got a dent in it. Well, had a dent in it and a little fender bender. I didn't hit anybody. I hit a fire hydrant. So they said, oh, well, now because you have this dent in your car, you can't get full coverage because we can't cover a car that's damaged. And I was like, motherfucker, if y'all would have just put this money through like I told you to this account, we wouldn't even be here. So I said, well, what do I need to do to get full coverage? They said, oh, you have to fix your dent. I was like, oh my gosh, fine, fine. So a little bit of money I had that I was not trying to use, I took it and I got my dent fixed. Literally, it was right next door to the insurance place. So I was like, okay, it's cool. It's all gonna work out. I go get my dent fixed. I come back. These motherfuckers tell me it's not good enough. Oh, bitch, I was mad. I was like, what you mean it's not good enough? I just spent $150 getting this dent fixed. Now you're telling me it's not good enough. Now they say, oh, you have to get a new bumper. I did not respond well at all. I was mad as a bitch. First of all, you guys tell me I got to do this with my payment information. I did it. That wasn't the right thing to do, apparently. Then you guys tell me I got to go fix my dent, which I did. He said, fix the dent. He didn't say get a new bumper. He said, fix your dent, which I did. It was not good enough. They still only want to give me liability insurance, and it's going to be like $50 more than what I was paying. I'm going to pay more for less. I was mad. I was so mad because I've been a loyal customer for over a year, paying you guys every month, and this is how you treat me. I wanted the whole place to blow up. I was so mad. I wanted to drive my car through the window, but so that happened. So I didn't have my insurance. I went home and I was still feeling a way about it. Now here's where we're getting back to the information on the card. My relationship will change when my vibration changes. I didn't want to get that insurance because it was less and I was paying more. And the few insurances I did call wanted a bigger deposit than what I had. So I was feeling like this is not okay. Like, what am I going to do? I'm calling my car company. Hey, what's going to happen if I don't have insurance? I'm sorry. Are you guys going to come get my car? That's under the agreement. I didn't know what was going to happen. So first of all, here's what I realized. My reaction was fear-based. I was afraid of losing my car or something happening because I didn't have the insurance on the car. And that's part of the agreement. So I was fearful. This is why I reacted like this. And sometimes you got to think about why you're reacting away. It's not just because I feel treated unfair, which I did. I felt so unappreciated. And I've been feeling that a little bit lately. I had another situation that came up that made me feel so unappreciated. And but anyway, so I realized, this whole reaction about the insurance, I was in fear. It was a fear-based reaction. Worried about my car. I'm worried about the agreement that they said, oh, you gotta have insurance. Yada yada yada. Excuse me. So I go home and I'm sitting there and I'm just trying to get myself together. And I say to myself, if I change my energy, can I switch this around? Can I get insurance? I took a few deep breaths. I calmed myself down. I put myself in a better place. And I remembered that Credit Karma always sends me information about Progressive Insurance. And they had recently sent me a message about checking for lowering my insurance. Now, I go on there, and within 10 minutes, I literally have insurance again. And it was only maybe $7 more than what I was paying with the other insurance company. And so when I read this card, that was a long story. I hope you stuck with me. I hope you are sticking with me. I believe I was able to receive the direction I needed to go because I had calmed my ass down and I got myself back on track. My relationships will change when my vibration changes. We can only change ourselves. We cannot change another person. I couldn't change the insurance company. They was not budging. And they probably was mad because I got a little out of my character with them because I felt like they treated me unfairly and I felt very like kind of violated. Like, how you guys, mother suckers, like been giving you this money all this month. I'm got a good record, like I'm a good customer. This how you gonna treat me? But oh, and here's the other thing. So I was gonna pay them for the minimal insurance. I was gonna pay them. And when I went to use the card I had, they didn't accept it. And so that was another thing. It wouldn't have mattered even if they would have just given me my full coverage because the card and the bank, even though it's a debit card and it has a checking routing information, they do not accept that particular form of payment. So I went through all those emotions, so mad, and they still would have even been able, they changed their payment system or something. They still would have not taken that. So I feel like I was I was given a way out in the get-go, but I was so mad that they wouldn't let me stay in. And I used all that energy in for what? Where if I would have just bowed out gracefully and just react and just responded and just been still in my response instead of being how I was, I could have saved myself the energy. Nothing happened. The building's still there. I didn't crash through it because I really wanted to. I'm going to drive my car through this motherfucking window. I think it was the full moon too, so. But it's true. Like this resonates with me because the only person you have control over is yourself. The only energy, the only vibration is you. There was a relationship I had. This was many years ago with one of my children's fathers. I won't say which one, but it was. I didn't. I had a hard time relating with him, and I used to feel anxious and uneasy, and damn near scared, like to communicate and talk to him. This was after we broke up and went our separate ways. And I realized a lot of those feelings were still feelings from being in the relationship. And so I had to go within myself and I had to change my vibration about relating with him. Now, when I say relating, I mean just engaging with each other, talking about picking up the kids and dropping them off and whatever it is that we had to talk about. Um and he used to get on my nerves and make me feel away. But I had to go within myself and I had to change that about myself. And I said this to myself, like, you can't keep feeling that way. Like, you have to do something with those feelings. It's not his responsibility to change so I feel different. It's my responsibility to change so that I feel different. And so I feel like this is a beautiful message and a beautiful reminder. Like, you only can control yourself, you only can change yourself. You only you. That's it. It's not, you can't change nobody else. You can try to like be forceful and like try to make people around you change because you're aggressive or because you're putting your foot down or whoopty whoopty woo. But in the long run, that's not a long-term change. That's something that's quick because they're in fear of you or they're trying to control you or you're trying to control them or whatever. But if you want a genuine change in the yourself and the people around you, you have to go within and you have to change yourself. My relationships will change when my vibration changes. First inside, then outside. Okay, let's see what the next message is. First inside and then outside. You guys, am I crooked? I'm so sorry. I was supposed to be on my laptop, but I was having technical difficulties, so it didn't work. So, I lost it. There was one that I saw, but it got away from me. Got away. These are a great deck of cards if you ever just need to get your energy right. Attempting to control others attracts more to be controlled. Didn't I just talk about controlling people? It is easy to understand how you would come to the conclusion that your path to feeling good is through influencing or controlling the behavior of others. Oh, man. But as you attempt to control them through influence or coercion, I literally just was talking about this. You discover that not only can you not contain them, but your attention to them brings more like them into your experience. Ooh, we didn't even talk about that part. You simply cannot get to where you want to be by attempting to control or eliminate the unwanted. Wow. This part right here where it says, it is easy to understand how you would come to the conclusion that your path to feeling good is through influencing or controlling the behavior of others. But we cannot. We cannot. We cannot, you guys. It's for us. And this just made me think about how when we're young, I don't know if this is a popular opinion or not. It's mine, though. And we have a situation with a peer, and our parents or teachers or somebody makes us apologize to them. We apologize, or they apologize, to make us feel better. You are crying because I pushed you down, and now I'm going to tell you sorry to make you feel better. And I might not even be sorry. I might have wanted to push you down. But if we're constantly taught that we have to apologize to make someone else feel better, then people are always going to be expecting apologies to make themselves feel better. But it's not even about the other person apologizing to make us feel better. It's about us owning and honoring our own feelings and making ourselves feel better. Sometimes we'll go through life and we'll be bitter, we'll be sad, we'll be hurt. Somebody owes us an apology. Nobody owes you an apology. It don't matter if they did wrong to you or not. We are the attractor of our own experiences. And when you're waiting for people to apologize for you to feel better, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're not allowing your healing. You're not allowing your wellness. And that's not okay. And the part about attempting to control others attracts more to be controlled. Like, that's crazy, because what you focus your energy on, what you give your attention to, is what you will bring to you. So the more you're like cultivating that, the more it will grow. It's a cultivation. You're cultivating control. If you're cultivating wanting people to change, you're always going to have people around you that you want to change so that you could feel better. No. See what else. Let's just see what else comes up. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you, everybody that's listening. These are some really great cards. I love them. They remind me of, everything we know, I know innately. Like, we know because this ain't our first rodeo. This ain't our first rodeo. So we know what it is that we think we don't know. We already know. And these things are just reminders to help you. Our diversity supports our individual freedoms. We are all have free will to choose how we're going to live our life. While our societies continue to try to dictate and enforce human behavior to please the majority, because of your diversity, it continues to be an uncomfortable struggle that again and again falls of its economic weight. There simply is not enough money in the world to buck the natural currents of individual freedom and independence of thought. Ooh, I feel like I gotta read that again because I was like, what? While your societies continue to try and dictate and enforce human behavior to please the majority, because of your diversity, it continues to be an uncomfortable struggle that again and again falls of its economic weight. There simply is not enough money in the world to buck the natural currents of individual freedom and independence of thought. We all have individual freedom and independence of thought. When they say we are created equal, I believe that's what they're saying. I believe that they're saying we all have the individual freedom and the independence of thought. And the diversity that we all have, if we allow ourselves to be open to letting those mother suckers do whatever they do, and we don't try to control them or we don't try to want them to change for our benefit. We allow them the free will and their independence that we all have. Our diversity supports our individual freedoms. We are all diverse. None of us is the same. We may have similar ideologies, similar lifestyles, similar aspirations, but each one of us is an individual. Each one of us has our own stream of thought, our own stream of consciousness, and we're free in our minds, in our mind of thought. I feel like I need to I'm gonna put that one aside because I need to meditate on that. I'm gonna pull one more. We got about 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes. And next week we're gonna replay the spicy vegan cuisine show from last week. I will not be in studio. I will not be live. It will be a replay. There's a lot of great information on that show. That's why I chose it. It was very quick, but you still might find something in there. There are many right ways for us to behave. It is possible to live upon this planet with large numbers of other beings who believe and behave in a variety of ways, in peace. When you are able to focus in such a way as to allow your alignment with Source, even though others are choosing to behave differently than you are choosing, then you will truly be free from the bondage of attempting the impossible task of getting everyone to agree on one right way. One right way would lead to endedness. Many right ways allow eternal expansion. Ooh, I got the chills from that one. That's a fact. There are many right ways. And instead of all of us thinking, oh, you have to agree with me or I have to agree with you, can you just want what you want and live how you want and not have someone to have to agree with you? You know how when you go to church and you get saved, now you got to go to all your friends. You got to follow Jesus. Jesus is the way. You become a vegan. Now you go to all your friends, become vegan. Vegan is the way. Now you want to follow Buddha. Now you go to all your friends, follow Buddha. Buddha is the way. Whatever way is the way for you is the way for you. Now, can you go the way that's meant for you and be on that path and not try to get everyone on that path thinking that they need to be on that path because you're on that path? It's your path. Ooh. It's your path. And you don't have to try to convince people to come onto your path. And you made the choices you made in life because you made them for you. Now, other people have to make their own choices, and somebody might come on a similar path. Somebody might hop on the vegan bandwagon. Somebody might choose to follow Jesus, but it should be because that's the choice that they need to make on their path for themselves, not because you're influencing them saying, hey, this is the way. And you think that your way is the only way, because your way is not the only way. There's many ways for us to behave, and we all get to choose. That is our freedom that we talked about in this other card. That's our individual freedom, and that's our independent thought, and those are our experiences that are going to help us along our path to get to wherever we want to go. So again, these were my Abraham Hicks getting into the vortex cards. They're pretty cool. I like them a lot. They have also a money one. I didn't do the money one today. I was really drawn to these, and so I wanted to use this platform to share some of these wisdoms. I can look for things I appreciate in relationships. That's the final message. I'm not going to read the back. We have a lot of relationships in our lives, and we relate with our family, our friends, our co-workers, the people at the store, the people in the drive-thru, the people that we pay our bills to. You can look for things to appreciate in all your relationships. And with that being said, it is 5:55, and that's the end of my live. So I will see you guys next time. Peace and love. Peace and love. Oh, there was a chat. I didn't even see it. Oh, there was nobody on there. That's okay.